that and pick that up?
I guess I don't know for sure when. Some time ago, I think it's just a way for me to describe those guys. I think it's important you play with your personality. Like you were recruited here for reasons that are good. Don't change that. We don't want robots. You keep playing the way you play, obviously within the scheme, and learn what we do. But play the way you play the game. I think that's important.
They also say they believe in what they're being given now, and that gives them more confidence. Can you talk about, as a coach, watching that process take place?
Yeah, I'm really proud of our guys of how hard they've been playing. That's the biggest thing to me is playing with effort and playing with the technique we're talking about. And so, anytime you get a group of guys that are believing in one another and playing for one another, then I think you have a chance to have something special. And I think they're starting to understand what that means.
Any similarities between Oregon State's offense and Northwestern's?
Yeah, I think too often spread teams are clumped together. Like they're a spread team or a one-back team. I think there's always a lot more differences that lie within those offenses than what some would say. Northwestern is definitely unique in what they do, and they're really good at what they do. They've had that system there for a while, and they do a great job. You can tell their players know what's going on and know where they want to go.
What are some of those uniqueness?
Just they're committed to the run game. They're a physical group. They're committed to the run game, and they do a great job of changing up formations and personnel and all that. But at the end of the day, they want to run that ball, and they do a great job of it.
We do some hands-on teaching. They've said that you get yourself in the drills sometimes, and you show them stuff. Is that something that you've always kind of felt that people learn better that way, or you want to it keeps you engaged a little bit, or why do you do that?
I don't know. I probably never put that much thought into it, other than I think just the way we said about stamp your personality in your job as a player. I think you do the same thing as a coach. And that's I don't know. That's just me. I like being hands-on and being involved in it and being high energy. And I think whatever your personality is, if you're true to it, I think that usually gets a response.
So you get. Is that on all three levels? You actually get in there and show how the technique works and something.
I don't know. I don't do much getting in there when they're hitting and stuff. No, I don't have many hits left in me. So. I stand clear when that's going on, but so I just think our coaching staff as a whole, I think, is very involved. From Coach Harbaugh on down, I think that's what we are. We're a high energy, hands-on coaching staff, I would say.
2 shutouts in a row. They're hearing a lot of good things about themselves. How do you guard against them thinking, okay, this is just the way it's naturally going to be?
Yeah, there's nothing special you do about guarding against. We have the same approach when we go in that meeting room every day. And I know they hear things and see things, but it's all about how you work and how you prepare. So it's how we practice on Tuesday. It's how we practice today when we go out there. That's what prepares you for the game, and all the other stuff is just it's really, I don't want to say nonsense, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the outcome of the game. It's about how hard you work and how you prepare. And I think our guys, we're obviously talking about that a bunch. I think they're starting to understand that, and that's what we want to be, a blue-collar team.
It was only a month that you were the head coach at Florida. But did you take anything from either organization or on the field or something that you're able to take as a DC here?
Yeah, I think anytime you get an opportunity like that, I think it forces you to see things a little differently, think differently. You got to evaluate things from a more big picture aspect, and so. It was a great, valuable experience. I'm sure it has helped in certain ways, and I think anytime you go through something new or different, it helps you. It helps you grow. So
you're doing something different as a defense coordinator here than maybe you did at Florida before that experience?
Yeah, we're doing some things differently in how we prepare and handle meetings and practice. I think not just from that experience. I think every year you grow as a coach, you get better. You always want to look back and say, what do we do well? Do we want to keep doing? What could we have done better or differently? And I think that's part of the evaluation as you continue to grow.
Is that something you would ever entertain, becoming a head coach, or are you comfortable being a defensive coordinator?
I'm worried about playing Northwestern right now. We got a huge task ahead of us this week, and so that's it. We got to go to the best Wednesday we've had all year today.
Royce obviously has to step up with Mario out, but who are some others that are going to get more reps because of that?
Yeah, obviously Royce will. Royce has played well with the snaps he's had. He was already rotating a little bit and playing in there, and he's done well with those snaps. And we'll mix it around. We have some depth up front, and so we have some guys that can do that. And we'll play several guys there like we always do. We rotate guys through up front.
Where's Lawrence Marshall at this point?
He's up there rotating and practicing. He had a good practice yesterday, and you know, he's one of those many guys that we have up front. We feel are good, and you know, understand what we want to do and can help us win.
DJ, Ryan said earlier this week that their goal is to be the best defense in the country. They're not afraid to say that. Is that coming from them or coming from you guys? Do you guys feel like they can be the number one?
I mean, for us, really, and I know maybe it sounds cliche or whatever, but it's really about improving every day. We need to go have a better Wednesday day than we had a Tuesday yesterday, and then every week improve. And I think we've made those improvements as a unit, you know, week in and week out. We got to continue doing that. I mean, it's just going to continue to get tougher, and so we have to make improvements. And you know, if you keep doing that all year long, then you know you probably find yourself kind of where you want to be at the end. But I don't think you can't really look or worry about that.
How do you improve on two straight shutouts, 105 yards? I mean, that's pretty good. How do you get there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think sometimes the statistics are, you know, can be telling and also can be misleading too. I don't think the improvement just comes from statistics. Obviously, you know, those stats right there, that's hard to replicate and keep doing, but it's not. It's about the individual improvement. You know, and maybe there's more yardage in the game or points or whatever, but certain guys got better and played better. I mean, we need to continue to grow as a team and individually. We need more guys to come along, and we're gonna need that depth as we get out through the year.